The Emperor, divine masculine. Maybe he's going to be coming towards you. Maybe he holds the lock. Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. Let's open up some sacred space. Let's call in our guides, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron. Please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me. Bless my cards. Bless my beautiful viewers. We're also going to ask and demand that all lower vibrational energies, entities, and attachments, you must leave the 32 layers of our auric fields right now. You must leave the auric fields of all of my viewers right now. You must leave their homes, their cars, their office spaces, their children. Only love is welcome here. Blessings, 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 blessings. Amen to that. I was talking to one of the women in my group coaching program, Soul Accelerator, which I'm opening up another one October 1st. So if you feel called, I already have 4 people signed up. So I'm going to do like a 3-week little launch, but I'm also taking people as they come. Like if you want to lock in your spot because you know that you're going to need this come the fall, then definitely the link is in the comments. It's in the descriptions, and sign up now. You get a discounted rate. But I was talking to one of the women in there, and she messaged me yesterday, and she's like, Michelle, I am so high. I feel so good. I'm not on drugs. It's not a manic energy. And she just was in a high vibration. And I don't know if she's ever felt that before. I meant to ask her, but I bet she hasn't, because she was so in shock. And she had just done a water fast. So when we fast, we're allowing our entire vibration to rise to a level that we've never felt before. And to me, when you guys see me dancing in my Jeep on YouTube, when you see me dancing in my apartment, or when it's just me by myself posting something where I'm like super, super happy, that's the same energy that I'm in. And I've learned how to cultivate that energy myself. And it's not always, it doesn't have to be through fasting. It could be through a mindset, through a journaling session, through being out in nature. Nature really does it for me. When I come back from like a walk in nature, I feel that elevated energy. I feel like Mother Nature just gave me that juice. And I literally am like, how are other people not feeling this? And I know why. It's because other people are kind of numbed out from junk food and from drinking and from vaping and from all these, and even TV shows and Netflix, all of these lower vibrational energies that we are consuming, whether it's through our eyes, through our mouth, through our ears, music, they affect how high you can rise. So when we experience that high once, it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was possible without food, without drugs, without sex, without TV, without music. You can feel that immense joy out of nowhere. And then the goal is to channel it, to do something good with it, right? To really put it towards elevating yourself in your life. Go clean your house with that energy. Go, purge old clothes out of your closet that maybe remind you of an ex-partner or your marriage or whatever it is. You are channeling that good energy. Maybe you're fueling your kids with love and you're cuddling with them and you're just being super, super present. When I have that energy and I'm by myself and I don't have anyone to kind of like share it with, I usually will just go lay out in the sun and just sit in the energy and be like, this feels so good. And I just sit there and I'm like, Michelle, you were depressed for so many years. And now look at you. You're just sitting in the sun and you don't need any other humans. You don't need food. You don't need money. You don't need anything. And you just feel so good. And to me, that is the ultimate purpose in life, is how can we be on this planet appreciating every scent, every taste, every touch, every smile. Maybe a stranger will come up to me at the pool and just start talking to me, and then I appreciate it even more. And I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm alive. And I wanted to share that with you all because that's what my client experienced yesterday. Sorry, my hair is a little weird. My client experienced that yesterday, and I, for the first time, was like, yes, somebody else has felt what I feel when I'm in a high vibe state. That's the energy. It can't be matched, and it's not from somebody else. It's not from something outside of us. It's an internal joy that you just can't even put words to, and you all are capable of experiencing that. And believe it or not, I think that that joy can only be accessed if we have felt immense pain. If we know what it feels like to be depressed, to be suicidal, to be maybe in a mental hospital, to go through a divorce, to go through the loss of a child like I have. Like, I believe we have to go to the depths of our soul to really understand this level of joy. So we are here for our reading. I just wanted to share that. And I wanted to share that, it's possible for all of you to feel that way. And I believe that she feels that way because she's in that group, because she's in my group coaching program. She felt motivated to do the water fast. She felt supported. She's feeling so high in her life because she's seeing manifestations come in, and she's realizing that she's getting onto her mission, and she's feeling empowered. So sometimes we need that support from other people to, push us to make that decision to better ourselves. Okay, so I was going to say spirit animal wisdom. First message, the monkey. Inner child, don't take life too seriously. Yep, get out there and play. And I believe that that's what my client is. She's always in her inner child. She is so positive and she is so bubbly, and her energy is just unmatched. And she knows how to bring the fun. And I believe that people like that are here to elevate us too. So imagine if you were in that group setting and you felt that like energy from somebody else, and then it motivated you to go do it, and you're just like, oh my gosh, we're all feeding off of this amazing energy. That's what the monkey is saying. Surround yourself with people that light you up. First message. Okay, now we're going to do ever unfolding heart. You are never alone. If you've been feeling lost, your angels want you to trust them. They are always with you. Get excited. They are bringing you something good this week. Could be your soul tribe. Do not be shy. Sign up to work with people if you feel called. Be a part of something. And if any of the ladies right now, if you guys are watching this, if any of the women in my coaching group, any of the women in my community, Awaken Your Magic, or maybe you've worked with me one-on-one in my mentorship, please comment below right now and share with the YouTube world how much being surrounded by women or like-minded souls has helped you. By you investing in yourself, whether it's surrounding yourself with me, maybe it's surrounding yourself with the other women in our community, please comment below and share with everybody else what you're experiencing while working in our group. Because I just can't even tell you how much my mentor saved my life. And I shout it from the rooftop to everybody. And I see it as my job now. I see it as it is 100% my mission to help support my mentor because she helped me. So I am always passing clients to her because I believe that she is so valuable that people will literally transform under her care. And I just want people to know that, like, hey, this is available. Like, you don't have to do it alone. So if you're somebody who's worked with me and you're watching this right now, please comment below. Let's like flood the comments saying why it's important for people to get support, right? Maybe not just with me, or maybe with me, maybe, share what is special about me, but also share what is special about being with other women who support you. And maybe share what it was like when you were like, do I spend a couple $1,000s on myself for this? And then what happens afterwards? You start to feel what my client felt yesterday. She felt a happiness maybe she's never felt before. Change is coming. It's a good change. Feel the anxiety? ? See it as excitement. Sometimes on our journey, we can think that we see the word change and we think, oh no, this is not going to be good, because maybe we grew up in a very structured environment, or maybe we're changing things all the time. And you're like, when is this ever going to end? But start to see change as good. I feel guided to use my charms. Okay, we have a key. This is a gold key, a brass key. Interesting. And this is funny. I think this is kind of like the key that I posted on my community page with the 1111. Do you guys remember that? I posted it last week, but it kind of looks like it. All right, Spirit, what are you trying to tell us about the key? Let's get an angel card. Archangel Michael deck. What are you trying to tell us about the key? What key? No, it's not time. This is not the divine right time to take action. Please be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. Okay. So this could mean like maybe you have the key to something, but you're not quite sure what it's going to go to yet. Because even as I was asking for it, I was like, Spirit, what's this key about? It's like we don't know, right? So it's not time yet. Change is coming. If you feel anxiety, it's okay. It's normal. It's a good thing. Your angels are bringing you something this week. And until then, we're going to be the inner child and we're going to dance around and we're going to play. So this is full permission to rest, to go do something that lights you up. You don't need to know or do anything right now. Okay, for some reason, I'm feeling guided to do all decks I have not done in a while. We're going to do the original tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Emperor, Divine Masculine. Maybe he's going to be coming towards you. Maybe he has, he holds the lock that you're going to use that key for. It's like you guys are two parts to the same whole. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is a huge offering from God. God is literally handing you a pentacle. This could be a lottery ticket. This could be a windfall of money. This could be a new opportunity to create your own abundance. But it's God literally saying, here, you're getting a gift. Maybe Divine Masculine is going to be getting that gift because we just got that card. Fun fact, can you guys see the ring on my middle finger? It's a heart. It's a pink heart. My nieces, they were at their other cousin's house and they were playing with like toy jewelry and they saw the pink heart. And so they took it and they asked their cousin, they're like, can we take this for our aunt? And they gave it to me. And I felt like they were like proposing to me. And it was actually like symbolic of like, wow, I never really thought about a wedding ring for myself and what I'd want it to look like. I always said I'd want my husband to propose to me with like a piece of grass, like taking a piece of grass from Mother Nature and wrapping it around my finger and tying it in a little knot. And it just represents that I don't need materialistic things in life. It's the person, the meaning behind him, like touching my finger and putting it on me and loving me and offering his life of commitment to me, and how beautiful it would be with like a blade of grass or a cute little like daisy or a flower or something. I always imagined him proposing with nature, something with nature. But then my nieces brought this and I was like, if I actually had to get a ring, I think I'd want it to be like this. Isn't it a pretty heart? I like it a lot. So that was kind of like a seed planted for me. It was like a manifestation before manifestation, like a birds before land kind of vibe. So the Emperor might be coming in with an offer, maybe a ring. Queen of Cups. Wow, he's bringing it to his queen. And he's coming in because you've learned to master your emotions. You are no longer somebody who wakes up every day wondering who it is. You're over that. You're like, I love myself. I am fully dedicating my entire existence to me bettering myself, to me wanting the best life for myself, the wanting my house to look a certain way for me, you know, dressing a certain way for me. You know, a lot of my clients are stepping into this new role right now where they're realizing that they were putting their happiness and trying to please somebody else. And it's like, that's not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is literally just you elevating you. And anyone that wants to come along and cheer you along is welcome. And that's who the Emperor is. He's going to add value to your life. He's going to make your life better. Most Divine Masculines, they feel an innate desire to make your life simpler, right? They always say like, hey, I'll get your coffee. I'll fill your car up with gas. You just show up and look beautiful, babe, and I'll take care of the rest. Like that's what a Divine Masculine does. And he also does it in a way where if he sees you out of alignment, he's going to tell you. He's going to say, hey, you're a queen. Don't act like that. You know, don't just give your body to me. You know, like honor yourself, value yourself. And that's the beauty of a divine masculine, is they tell you what you can't see about yourself. They want to hold you to a high, high standard, or they want you to hold yourself to a high, high standard. 2 cards. Wow. And this is where they are coming from. Divine masculine is coming from this energy. They're heartbroken. Maybe they got their heart broken in the past. They felt left out in the cold. Maybe their finances are literally dwindling and they're brokenhearted about it, because this is a finance card, the 5 of Pentacles. And then the 3 of Hearts is a devastation, a breakup, grief, loss. So maybe they're losing money right now. Maybe it's a siphoning energy. Maybe the partner that they're with is siphoning all their money. Let's get more on that. Spirit, tell us more about that. Is that the masculine or the feminine? Is that the masculine or the feminine? Wow, we have 7 of Cups. So indecisiveness. I'm feeling it's the masculine. They're indecisive about what to do next. They don't know which cup to go with. They don't know which way to go. The snake represents deception and lies. You don't know who to trust. And maybe they feel like they can't trust the universe. Wow, death card, Scorpio. There's an ending to a new beginning. A piece of them has died. A layer of their ego has fallen away. And they're like, wow, I had to go through this. I had to lose everything. I had to feel the pain without you to then fully die. Fully die, meaning like the perception of where they thought their life was going, or the person that they thought they were going to be with. Maybe it was all a facade, right? Time out. I'm going to get my charger. Okay, when I went to go get my charger, I like literally stepped on one of my decks of cards. I stepped on this deck and kind of like slid a little. And this is the card that flipped over when I did it. So I feel like that was a sign for us. It's a horse card. It's free spirit. Give yourself the space and freedom to express your creativity. So I think after this death card, Scorpio energy, the ending of something, the ending to the ego is really like, oh my gosh, you know, the ego of that person is like, this is not what I thought. Like, I thought my life was going in this direction, and now I have to like pivot and I have to go somewhere else. And she's really who I want, or he's really who I want. And now we have to, you know, have the space to create a new reality. We have to give ourselves that space and that momentum for change to happen. Okay, let's do some Micah magic to confirm some of this. You are the sunshine in their life. Your soul is calling you to level up. Trust the timing. So I believe they feel like they were going through this loss because they lost their sunshine. You are that life force energy that lights them up. And when we go for long periods of time separated from our true connected other soul, you know, it feels like death. It feels like that Scorpio energy. Heal yourself and you help others heal. So in that process, that death and rebirth, we have to heal. We have to, you know, let go of the limiting beliefs that were telling us our life was supposed to go this way and it has to look a certain way and our partner has to look this way. You have to let go of all of that and be like, I want to go where my heart belongs. I want to go where I'm going to thrive. I want to go where, you know, I'm truly loved and it's not a match to my childhood anymore. And that's where your soul calls you to level up, because it's saying, hey, babe, we don't want you in conditional love. We want you in unconditional love. Confirmation, love is all around you. The sunshine, right? The sunshine is always here. God is all around you. Your higher self is always with you. It's going to start to show up in other people doing things for you too. Let go of control. Don't worry about how this is going to unfold. You just stay in your truth, keep working on yourself, knowing that love is not Love is why we are here, to experience the love of self and the self-growth that we go along, where we're like committing to it fully and like, I'm not doing anything else but elevating myself for the rest of my life. I want to create my own work. I want to create my own abundance. I want to create loving memories with my family. And it's not about achieving or attaining somebody or something. It's true personal inner joy. And the only way we can get there is if we go through that death of our ego, and where we're not putting an expectation on what our life is supposed to look like. We're surrendering and saying, okay, I'm going to go with the flow of what's being brought to me, but also be open to the lessons, to the triggers, to the synchronicities. And the way you can practice this is by doing an intuitive day, opening your energy up to say, all right, spirit, take me. Where will you have me go today? What will you have me do? Who will you have me see? And what will you have me say? Bring me all the magic today. And that's you opening yourself up to say, okay, are we going to go to this coffee shop? Are we going to go to Target? Are we going to go to the beach? I don't know. Let's just see where the universe takes us. And the more we say yes, and we follow the inner promptings of our heart, then we really start to see what's possible with following spirit's guidance. Because when we start to follow spirit's guidance, we're on the red carpet. We're literally being led to what our soul really came here to do. So the more you get out of the 3D matrix lifestyle of a structured routine where you have to be somewhere at a certain time, and you take one day and practice an intuitive day where you don't know where you're going to go, you don't know who you're going to see, you're deconstructing that old belief system and saying life doesn't have to be anyway. It can be open, it can be unexpected, and then you practice living in the unknown when you do that. Okay, I thought one of the cards jumped out, but I guess it didn't. And they just showed me, trust the timing again. Trust the timing of your life. This one's staring at me. You are here for a bigger purpose. I was talking to my friend Laura the other day about how we just get so sad that there's still people who we know who, spiritually awakened earlier than us, and they've been on the path and they still haven't really found their groove. And we were both saying how we think it's possibly because they're with the wrong people. Sometimes when you surround yourself with certain people, they siphon your energy and you don't even know it. And you think like that's the ego's desire, is I have to be with this person. They have a certain status and they, we just created this life together and everybody's watching us and now we can't leave it. But yet the universe is not providing any abundance or flow, or you're just getting roadblock after roadblock and your mission is not working what you think your mission is. It's because you're with the wrong person. And, certain other people come along our path and they actually activate us. And we're like, wait, how does this person activate me? And I've been with this person for so long and I'm not, feeling anything anymore. It's almost like the partner becomes a roommate, right? And a lot of times the lesson is to let go of the partnership and then the mission activates. So cheers to letting go if anybody's doing that right now. You are so loved. You are so supported. And I think I just had a little drop on my leg that was in the shape of a heart. But there are these other people out there that block our abundance flow. They're doing something in our life. They're performing some sort of task to help us awaken to what we're not a match to. And a lot of men, I've seen this in a lot of my guy friends in the past. And as we elevate and move on, we're no longer friends, but I've seen a lot of men in the past who are with women that just kind of like cater to their needs. They're not really women who are truly pointing out their blind spots and truly activating them, and they're kind of staying comfortable. And no judgment, but it's just, I want to educate all of you to really look at your partnerships and really see, are you growing? Are you getting the most out of who you are with that person? And if you're staying with somebody just because of the look of it, that's a red flag. If you have that thought at all, it is a red flag. If you're thinking, I can't break up because of their family, I can't break up because of finances, I can't break up, ... That is actually what you actually have to do. You're being called to let go. And me witnessing all of these other people going through those situations when I see certain people, and it's mostly women. I see more women than anything thriving right now, leaving partnerships and taking that action step to say, I deserve better. And guess what happens? When they leave that partner has a choice. They can either elevate with her or they can fall away. But if she never takes that step, they never have a choice. So sometimes we have to be the ones to take the step and be brave and leave the partnership. And if that person's not coming with us, then we know that's destiny. Then we know that they weren't meant to move up with us, and that God will bring another person along that will elevate you. But there's a lot of people that convince themselves that the person that they're with is challenging them and they're good enough, but really it's just the conditioning from childhood and they're settling. They're not really the best partnership for them, but they just don't know yet. And that's why it's called an awakening, because you have to slowly awaken to, oh, wow, I just married somebody who's like my sisters, or I just married somebody who's like my mom, and they just kind of cater to me and take care of me. And it feels like love, but it's not really that activating deep soul connection that you're really looking for. And we stay in it because there's no anguish or fighting or anything. It's easy. But as soon as it's easy, you have to really ask yourself, is this what's best for me? Is this challenging me in any way? And I always say, you know, when you know, right? If it feels like painful and like death to leave somebody, that's not what you're meant to do then, right? Unless it's a codependency feeling. Okay, we have switch up your routines. The universe adores you. Switch up your routines. The universe adores you. And I am not speaking on relationship advice from well, I've had plenty of experience. I'm just not in my final partnership, and I don't know if it's in the cards for me. I like to believe it is, but I'm okay living my life the way I'm living it and feeling supported and how I get support. I do want that challenge of being with somebody to grow even more. Like, I'm all about growth. But I also know that the loss of my daughter has put a certain imprint on me where I subconsciously push love away because I don't ever want to feel the pain of losing somebody. Like, I always have this limiting belief that I'm going to meet the man of my dreams, and then like I'm going to die of like a brain tumor or something, like, and we're only going to have a year together and it's going to be so painful. And it's like, oh, I don't even want to do it anyway. So my ego has always created like wild stories like that. Like, I'm not worthy of the love. It's not going to stay because of what I experienced with my daughter. That exact experience. She was born, she had some sort of health issue, she had a muscle disorder, and then she was gone. So my mind is just replaying a story from my past, and it's saying that, oh, if I meet somebody, the same thing's going to happen. So I'm aware of that and I'm trying to work through it, but I think it's so deep in me that sometimes I maybe just energetically don't even allow it in to even somebody asking me out, you know? Or I have people asking me out that are not at all spiritually awakened. They're not at all aware of their own patterns. And it just feels like such an unmatched energy that I just don't even entertain it because I know better. You know those people where you're just like, no, sorry, you're creating a story in your head and we're not a match. But my fear is that, and it's rightfully so. So take a look at your lives and figure out, like, where is your fear coming from? Where is your mind telling you a story that's just repeating your past? Mine is scared to feel love again and lose it. So it's almost like I protect myself and I cause that exact pain by never even adventuring into it. Now we have within 2 weeks. And I say that all so lightly, but it was very emotional for me to actually uncover that. It's very sad. There's a lot of human beings out there that never have partnership and they never get married because this fear eats them alive and they don't even allow it in. And I refuse to be that way. And that's why I said I have to surrender and understand that, okay, what if Micah is my twin flame? What if my daughter is my person? And that's why I feel such a deep connection to her. I don't know. But I also believe that God has made a lid for every pot in this lifetime. But I believe that sometimes the lid is on the other side. And we have a mission here. And I don't want to have that belief system. So I go back and forth in my own head because I want to believe that there's a man on this planet who wakes up and thinks about protecting me and providing for me, but I haven't seen it yet. So I don't even know if it exists. And that's where I question it. So maybe I just haven't met him yet. And maybe that's the same for all of you, is We just have to keep waking up and just loving where we are and loving who we are, not judging the journey and being like, it's okay either way. I'm okay either way, but no doubt I am definitely going to push aside my fear of being scared of losing it, because I do want to experience it. I always say, like, I do not want to leave this planet and not have experienced that true connection where you just love somebody so much and you just love them for breathing, and you can't wait to hear what they're going to say next, and you love what outfits they pick to wear and how they move their hands and how they drive their car or how they decorate their own spaces. To me, like, I want to experience that. And I thought I did at one point in my life, but he didn't seem to return the same energy. So I have to like move on and realize that I guess it wasn't real. Or maybe it is, and he's blocking it out too, because maybe he's in fear too. But when we make the change, we will feel amazing. And 444, angels are moving things. So maybe when we are mirroring each other as twin souls, right? We are both emanating the same fears, but Spirit is saying they're going to move things for us. They're going to allow us to be together with our special people. Because I believe we're all returning from Atlantis, Lemuria. I believe we're all coming back to do it differently. During those times, it didn't end very well. And we felt that soul tear of the women being separated from their men, whether it was through war, or whatever it was. But I believe all twin souls are coming back together in this time to do it differently, to not be in separation, to fully heal that soul tear, as they call it. There's a lot of information out there about Atlantis, Lemuria, and twin flames. You guys should research it. Yeah, see, your tribe is coming, your person is coming. The people you're connected with. When I started my group coaching program, I got an incredible message from my angels that this specific group of women was destined to be in this group chat, in this group coaching program. Like, we're meant to rebuild the feminine in all of us. And it was a profound message that I got when I woke up one morning. Like, every single woman in this group was meant to be together. Like, they all lived past lives together and they don't even know it. So when I got that message, I quickly told them in the group chat, and I was like, you guys, I just got this cool message. And it's not just, it's like their specific souls had a contract to meet again in this lifetime, in this group, to rebuild themselves, to prepare themselves for what's coming on our planet, which is the new earth template, which is the rise of the divine feminine. Okay, we have be mindful of your thoughts, co-create your days. Also, that's why I'm so excited to start my October program, because I cannot wait to see what other souls are meant to come together, to work together, along with me too. That means we've all lived past lives together too. So it's always the people that sign up to work with me that I know that we've been connected through lifetimes. It's so beautiful. And you can just feel it. The minute we get on a call, we're like, oh my God, I feel like I've known you my whole life. So if you're feeling this, if your heart is fluttering listening to me talk about this, click the link in the comments, sign up for my next program. The universe will provide the funds. Do not worry about the money. And I also just posted another video that, like, my couch back here, that probably cost about like $2,000, but of course I manifested it and I got it for like $700 or $800. But if we're all willing to spend, most people are okay with spending like $1,000 to $2,000 on a sofa, right? Why are we not willing to spend $1,000 or $2,000 on our soul growth, on us? The benefits of what you get from something like that literally lasts your entire life. It changes the trajectory of your life, the people that you meet, the support that you get, the more love that you get. It's like, why are we willing to put all of our money into a stationary object, but we're not willing to do it for ourselves? Like, it's just bonkers to me how we've been conditioned to see money and to see life and to not invest in ourselves. So being mindful of your thoughts is really like looking at yourself and being like, what do I value? What am I putting my energy towards? Why not put my energy towards myself and co-create the life that I want? Okay, we're going to do the Sword of Light deck. Sword of Light. Yeah, inner peace. This is what you're putting your money towards. When you put that money towards working with a coach, towards working with a healer, elevating yourself in some way. Maybe you buy a course that's self-paced. A lot of times people aren't really holding themselves accountable when they do that though. But this is what happens when you do it. You become this person that is walking through life and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not run by my trauma, by my addictions, by my patterns, because I spent the money to literally rip all that out of my system. I don't know if you saw, but I grabbed a piece of hair when I did that. So you're literally ripping out the old patterns and trauma, and you're investing in yourself. And this is the benefit of it. You get to live in a house that looks like this, your own house of peace. There is nothing better, you guys, than waking up and knowing that your happiness is in your control. And if life throws you a curveball, you're okay, because you understand, you have the tools now from working with somebody like me. You understand, oh, I see what's happening here. Actually, one of my clients texted me today, and she has this boss that she's not a fan of, and she's not going to be working at her job much longer, but the boss bought her like a going away gift. And she's like, how can I accept this gift? I'm so frustrated by my boss. And I was coaching her through text, just saying like, listen, like, this is the universe bringing you a gift, being like, you're no longer choosing narcissism. You're stepping away from somebody thinking that they have power over you. And that powerful thing is now giving you a gift. It's like you're being rewarded by your enemy for making the right choice. And that's the beauty and the peace to this journey. Is other people would stay frustrated, they would stay pissed off at their boss, but she flipped into, how is this working for me? How is this benefiting me? And it is. And when you have that mindset and you have somebody there to text to flip you out of that anguish and that suffering, it changes your life. You literally start living a peaceful life. So you all need that support. You need somebody to help expand your consciousness, to think bigger, to think, how is this serving me? How can I not see this as painful? And how can I see this as helping me? Walking away. 10 of Pentacles, because you walked away. And the Queen of Wands. You learned to be the queen and to not choose the negativity, the narcissism. You're finally choosing yourself. And my nose is itching, which you guys know, Micah and my guides always itch my nose when they're here and they're confirming a message. Look at this. You're being the Queen of Wands. You're walking away from what doesn't serve you. And the benefit is financial stability, happiness, and freedom. Financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in life, honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. There's a pregnant woman in the back. There's a woman with a child, a bird, people talking in the background. It's like this pillar is being like built right now. It's the foundation of your life, and it's all coming together because you decided to choose yourself and leave toxic situations that don't serve you. You're choosing to go get help. You're choosing to release your traumas. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness. A weight off your shoulders. The end of an addiction, melodramatic reaction. Yep. So somebody might have a reaction to you spending money on your growth. Somebody might have a reaction to you leaving your marriage. Maybe your parents, maybe your siblings are like, what are you doing? They don't understand what you've been going through in your head for the last few months. Do not base your decisions off of them. They do not go to bed with you at night. You go to bed with you, and you have to make those decisions for you. The Queen of Wands, brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There is nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. So as you cultivate the 10 of Pentacles energy, you're learning to balance career and personal life. The black cat represents queen energy. She is protected by the black cat. There's no low vibrational entities that can jump into her field to ruin this creation that she's creating for herself. And I just want to say to all the divine feminines out there, quick drink break. This energy is you. I'm speaking directly to you right now, divine feminines. Our decisions, our intuition, our womb space, where we create from, where we manifest from, our masculines don't always understand it. They don't understand faith. They come from logic. We are the magician. We are creating from the womb space, from our sexual energy, from our goddess energy. And when we create, we show them, hey, I can think a thought, I can feel it in my body, and it can materialize. I can create money for our family. I can create a new career for myself to grow our family. You hold the key. That's the key charm. Divine feminines, you have the key, and your masculine is scared. He's not sure if he can trust it. You have to be solid on your own, in your own intuitive days, in your own routines, your meditation, taking care of yourself, providing for yourself, trusting that spirit will provide for you and your family. When you're in that flow state, the masculine can come in and provide and protect you because you no longer need him. And when you take off that need for a masculine, they feel safe to come in because they don't feel you pulling on them anymore. They're like, wow, she can take care of herself. Now I just want to support her. So when you learn to work with your magician abilities, if you will, when you become the magician of your own life, you open your masculine up to that energy, and then he starts to believe. He starts to trust you because you trust you. That's a huge piece of this journey, is you have to trust you, which is you trusting God. You're trusting the God in you. Okay, let's do a little, what would your masculine want to tell you? What would your masculine want to tell you? I look for you everywhere. They're hoping that they'll bump into you. I wish I had treated you better. Yep, they have a little bit of regret. We will be together again. This could be, past lives. Maybe you have not met your person yet, and they're saying, hey, we're going to be together in this lifetime. You don't have to worry. I'm moving things for us. I'm creating a new life for us. Trust me. I wish things could be different. Maybe they're still with a partner. Maybe they haven't gone through that release yet, the walking away. Okay, last two. I regret lying to you. I feel you leaving me behind. That's right, because you're a queen. I said king and queen together. You're a queen and you're not settling. You deserve better. You're not going to put up with somebody who's not willing to grow with you. And again, like I said, when you walk away, he has a choice or she has a choice. Do I go? Do I elevate with them? Or am I not capable? And that consciousness, that mind space is up to them, because you want to be with somebody who's going to be confident in their growth. They're going to commit and say, hey, I will never stop growing for myself and for this partnership. I want you to continue to grow for yourself and for the partnership. And you want somebody like that. And that's the new standard. And I believe if people are not willing to do that, the universe will send you a brand new soul, somebody who is in alignment, who is perfect for you, and it will feel just as good. So please do not tie yourself to a twin flame or a soulmate. There are so many souls out here that can help us grow and can support us and love us. And we just have to be open to receiving that, including myself, even with all of my fears. Okay, let's get some more animal messages. We'll do Kim Cran's Spirit Animal deck, the Wild Unknown. The Raccoon, Master coming off. This is like the Scorpio card, the death energy. The mask is coming off. They're no longer hiding what they want, who they are, who they're with. They're saying, I'm willing to be all of me, and I'm willing to come to you and let down my mask. I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm sorry I treated you poorly. Can you forgive me? That's what it's going to sound like. The fire ant and the firefly, two fiery energies. I've never gotten these two together. So this is somebody, look at the energy too, the red and the orange and the yellow. Fire ant is about stewing over a situation. The firefly is about using it as inspiration. So you have two choices. You can stew over the fact that maybe somebody's not choosing you, or you can take that energy and say, wow, I'm going to use this to my benefit, and I'm going to love myself, and I'm going to choose myself, and I'm going to fly away and make my life better. And I'm not going to stay in this energy where I'm still pissed about how my life is. We do not do that. We are not victims. We are not staying in suffering, right? Painful things can happen to us, but the mind will create a story to keep us in suffering, and we don't want to do that. So we remove the fire ant and we bring on the firefly, a glimmer in the night, right? It's something we can catch. We're always catching lightning bugs in summer evenings because they're magical. It's like, wow, these bugs light up the world. And this is you. You have this inner light that you're walking through the dark right now, realizing that, oh, I have this other capability. I can see through the dark. And oh my gosh, the other deck that I put it down upside down, and this was at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. You are the light. You are the lighthouse. You're shining the way. One of my coaching clients the other day, we were on a call for the first time. And she was like, Michelle, she's like, you're just pure light. She's like, you're just like this lighthouse. And I felt such resonance in that. And I just was like, that's what I wanted to be for people. I wanted that for people because I didn't have that. You know, I used to watch YouTube video after YouTube video, and I never really felt connected to a certain coach or spiritual teacher. I mean, I did. I binge watched like Wayne Dyer and Gabby Bernstein back then, and, you know, people that were early on like Adyashanti and all these different spiritual teachers. And I just was like, they're a lighthouse for me. And I want to be that for other people when I get older. And she told me that. She told me on the call, she's like, you're a lighthouse for us. And that just made me feel like the firefly. I and you guys are this firefly in the night that other people can follow. And when you let go of the mask of who you used to be, you're saying no to the toxicity. You're leaving jobs, leaving relationships that pull you down and siphon your energy. Then you get to go off and do this. You get to live a totally different life where strangers are calling you a lighthouse. And you feel connected to them like you've lived another life with them. You're finally with your tribe. You're at home where you belong. And you've spent so many years of your life being around people that don't fully see you. I see you. My tribe sees you. Come join us. Surround yourself with people that see you. It is so important on this journey. And you will stew over situations, but we're going to pull you out. We're not going to let you do it. Let's finish off with one card. Okay, one card from Light Seers Tarot. Final message for everybody. Lover's card is at the bottom of the deck. That could be the final message, but we'll see. The marriage card. Four of Wands. It's all going to work out, you guys. Not because you're going to get married. I'm saying a celebration. You're going to finally be with the people you're meant to be with. That's what I'm trying to say. And in this deck, it's two women celebrating this marriage that's going down in this tent. So it's like the tambourines there. It's like, yes, we can dance, we can play, we can finally be who we are with the people we're meant to be with. Your life is unfolding so perfectly. You're being guided to just the right people. And I know the women in my group coaching program are like, they needed this. They needed to be surrounded by other women who get them, who also may have had addictions, who are also in marriages that are not healthy for them, and they're transitioning out. And now they have support of another woman who's going through the same thing, but who's also able to talk about 333 and 444 and all the synchronicities. Like, we need to be around those people right now. So if you feel like you're watching this and you're like, I don't have that, I need that, Michelle, click the link in my comments in the description. And I'm telling you, ask the universe right now if you're short on funds, or if you have the money, do it now because you deserve it. If you don't have the funds right now, say, universe, I need this community. I need to be around people to help me through what I'm going through. Can you please bring me the funds? And be patient and watch it arrive. And sometimes you have to take the leap and sign up, and then the money arrives. So if that feels like you, if you felt something in your body when I just said that, then that might be you. That's always been me. I've always had to spend the money first and then it arrives later. It's just the pattern of my life. I don't believe that to be true, but it just tends to happen. And then now maybe it is a belief now. But your celebration is coming. Hold the line. You are so worthy of the healthiest love for yourself, with partners, with family, with the home, everything. It's all going to come together because you're taking a leap to no longer stew. You're choosing yourself and your joy. I am choosing you too. I'm sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Links are all below. Feel free to donate to my channel if this resonated with you. I love you all to the moon and back, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.